Penn State, Ohio State. This spread is massive. 18.5 points. It's going to be a scarlet out at the Horseshoe. They're trying to rip off the whiteout. They're going to all be wearing scarlet, including the uniforms, all scarlet. Take that for what you will. I'm a uniform guy. Some people aren't. Can Penn State keep this close? Or are you going to take Ohio State minus 18.5?
So, like you said, a few weeks ago, you would have told me this game. Oh, man. Like, I know the spread obviously would have been different too, but man, totally different eyes. But after watching the most depressing football game of all time last week, you know how long that game was?
Oh my, it was almost like 5 hours.
It was absurd. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm hoping for a big bounce back. I mean, in reality, so Ohio State's offense is really starting to roll. I mean, 66 against Maryland, and like all their games are scoring a lot of points. But I do have a lot of faith in our defense, which sucks because I feel like our defense is being wasted this year because our offense can't get in the end zone to save their life. But our defense has been outstanding. We have playmakers all over the field. And it really is just sad that I think they're kind of going to waste because, you know, we have this undisclosed injury quarterback who just has secret injuries that no one knows about, and it's really affecting his play. Granted, what's the deal? What's the deal with Clifford? Keeping secrets now. What is going on? Why do we not know what's going on with Sean Clifford?
Isn't that college football for you?
I guess so, but regardless, I think we have. I don't feel confident about this. I think we cover. I think Penn State covers the 18.5. I don't like saying that out loud. Our defense, I think, is going to hold, but our defense is going to be on the field a lot against a team that's scoring over 40 points a game. So I don't like it, but you know, I'm optimistic. I'm going to roll with Penn State covering the 18.5. Sean Clifford, hopefully his undisclosed injury is healed a little bit. I don't know what it is, but hopefully he's feeling better and he can actually hit a receiver and make a decision this week. Because last week it was hard for him.
A few things I'll say here. Number one, the game, you can't play any worse offensively than they did last week. So it's only up from here in theory. That was the ugliest, one of the worst games we will ever see as Penn State fans. So the good news is, okay, it can't get much worse this week than last week. James Franklin this week said that Sean Clifford's going to be 100% healthy this week. I don't buy that for a second. This guy, anytime he moved, he's bending over. Anytime he took a hit, I wasn't sure if he was going to get up or not. I mean, we saw that game last week. He was, if he was 60%, 75% healthy, that's like, oh, okay, I would have took that. There's no way you go from that to all of a sudden this year, or this week, I should say, he's 100% healthy. No shot. I'm going to guess a rib injury. That's just my amateur doctor watching from TV.
And I've heard that too. Why not just say it? Is there a is he embarrassed to have a rib injury? Like, is this?
I think it's gamesmanship
or something. I don't understand. I don't understand.
That when you don't have to put a depth chart up, when you don't have to give it a true injury report in college football, I think coaches will hide whatever they can. Maybe, you know, Ryan Day thinks it's a right leg injury and they'll start diving for his right kneecap instead of the right rib cage. So with that said, Penn State can't play any worse than they did last week. Sean Clifford, I guess in theory, is healthier than it was last week, although I don't think he's anywhere near 100%, James Franklin saying. With that said, the run game stinks. The offensive line can't block. I think Ohio State covers. I hate to say it. 2 weeks ago, 17-3, midway through the second quarter before Sean Clifford gets hurt, I'm thinking they're going to beat Ohio State. This team is going to the playoff. There's no one even going to take him down. 2.5 weeks later, here we're sitting. I think Ohio State's going to cover the 18.5. But the defense is great.
Our defense is going to play out of their mind, but they're still playing in high-powered offense, and they're going to be on the field the whole game.
Well, that's 100%.
They're going to spend at least 3 quarters on the field. So, again, as I said, I hate that I picked Penn State at 18.5, but positive note, you picked Ohio State, so maybe they cover.
That's, I don't exactly know how the reverse jinx works. Like, I'm trying to do it. So I don't know if you do it on purpose. It actually does work or not. But part of my reasoning is, I'm not even going to give Penn State a chance this week, and maybe they'll surprise us. But, yeah, the offense can't string together first downs. The defense is going to – even if the defense, if they give 35 points, that's probably a win without, Ohio State's scoring.
Against Ohio State's offense right now, that's beautiful. Because Ohio State's offense is really hitting their stride, and everything's starting to come together. 35, I'm cool with that.
I saw that for a second. Now, is Penn State's going to score 24 points, 28 points, and they scored 10 against Illinois.